welcome back to Bookish.Taylor. I am Taylor and I'm here in my new filming location. It's completely temporary until, like I move and have some actual natural lighting. But I also want to mention I'm not actually wearing glasses. I can't see anything. So I'm going to try really hard to make sure that this stays in focus. I'm here with a Tag Tuesday, and today I'm going to be doing the spring cleaning tag. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So question number 1 is the struggle of getting started. A book or series that you struggle to begin because of its size. Now, it's only really, I think it's a 6-book series, but it's a high fantasy and it is a well-loved high fantasy. So I went with Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I have actually already read the first 2 books in this series and I absolutely love it. I was sold because it's the YA Game of Thrones, and it really is. It is so good, and if you have not picked this up and you like high fantasy or you like Game of Thrones, pick it up. It's really, really, really good. Question number 2 is cleaning out the closet. A book or series that you are going to unhaul. The Beautiful Creatures series by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I have actually already read this book, and I actually was in the process of rereading it with full intentions of finishing. I got 242 pages in and just stopped, and I haven't picked it up since. So I'm just okay with not finishing this. I really enjoyed the first book, but the movie really ruined everything about this series for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unhaul. Question number 3 is opening a window, a book that was refreshing. One of the books that was incredibly refreshing for me is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Holy cow, this book was amazing. I read this in February and I am so happy that I finally picked this up and read it. Absolutely loved this. It was an easy 5 out of 5. Question number 4 is washing the sheet stains. Pick a book or scene that you wish you could rewrite. So not the entire book, but there at the ending, if you have read this, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's a spoiler, but that is a scene that I would rewrite, I would get rid of. I do thoroughly enjoy this book, and I do see why that was a plot point, but once again, it's an unnecessary plot point. Like, I feel like something else could have been done. Question number 5 is throwing out knickknacks, a book or series that you think was unnecessary. I don't really think that a book or series is ever unnecessary because it's always somebody's cup of tea. While I might not enjoy it, like I said, it's always somebody is gonna like it. Question number 6 is polishing the doorknobs, a book with a clean finish. While I didn't bring it with me physically, I'm gonna have to go with Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This book tied up so many loose ends and it was so stinking good. And it just cleaned up so much for me. I feel like a lot of the loose ends were tied up and it was just so, it was so clean and it was so good, and I absolutely, that was one of my favorite ending to a book that I have read in a long time. Question number 7 is reaching to dust the ceiling fan, a book that tries really hard to relay a message. While I did really enjoy this book, I feel like Little and Lion by Brandy Colbert tried really hard to relay a message about bipolar disorder and really just finding yourself as a high school student. The issue that I had with this book was the bipolar rep. So for that reason, I really feel like that this book just tried a little too hard, but like I did really enjoy it. I think I ended up giving this a 3.5 out of 5. Question number 8 is a tiring yet satisfying finish to spring cleaning. A book or series that was exhausting but worth it in the end. I'm gonna have to go with this series, this Mortal Instrument series. This is the ending. This is the 6th book, and it is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This is easily probably the biggest book that I own. It is, I think, like 720 something pages. It was very satisfying to finally get through it. I feel like it's so long because there were so many loose ends that needed to be tied up, but it did end up getting tied up, and I did really end up enjoying this series. And this conclusion gave me happy endings for a lot of just the characters, and I really, really enjoyed it. So it was very worth it to finally finish this in the end. So that is the 8 questions for the spring cleaning book tag. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will have the questions and the people that I tag down below. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday for another Tag Tuesday. Bye!